Act 1, Scene 1. Summary. The Younger family lives in a cramped, furniture-crowded apartment that is clearly too small for its 5 occupants in one of the poorer sections of Southside Chicago. Walter Lee wants to invest Mama's $10,000 insurance check in a liquor store venture with 2 of his friends. Because of her religious convictions against liquor drinking, Mama is uninterested in Walter's dream of getting rich quickly with this scheme. Ruth, Walter's wife, is so exhausted from overwork that she too is unsympathetic to Walter's obsession with the money. Mama makes it clear that part of the check will go toward Benita's education in medical school. At the beginning of the play, money is the focal point of everyone's conversation, leading to arguments and creating a mood of conflict. Walter leaves for his chauffeur's job, and Travis leaves for school. Ruth prepares for her job as a cleaning woman as Mama reprimands Benita about her fresh talk. At the end of the scene, Mama discovers that Ruth has fainted and fallen to the floor. Commentary. Lorraine Hansberry's debt to Richard Wright can be noted in the similarities between Hansberry's Walter Lee and Wright's Bigger Thomas. Hansberry's play even opens with the ringing of an alarm clock, as does Wright's Native Son. Raisin opens on a Friday morning as everyone is getting ready to leave the apartment for their respective obligations. Walter Lee and Ruth have to go to their jobs. Travis and Benita have to go to school. When the alarm clock rings, Ruth is the first one up, as though it is her responsibility to make certain that everyone else gets up and gets ready for the day ahead. Ruth is weary and overworked, a parallel to the apartment, which is worn out and weary in appearance from accommodating the living of too many people for too many years. The apartment consists of only 2 full-sized rooms, the larger one serving as both the living room and the kitchen. Travis sleeps on the living room couch. Ruth and Walter Lee's bedroom is actually a small alcove just off the kitchen, originally intended to be a breakfast room for a smaller, wealthier family. Mama and Benita share the only actual bedroom of this apartment. The single bathroom is shared by their neighbors, the Johnsons, who apparently have a similar apartment. Ruth appears to be annoyed with Walter, although she does not openly admit it. At first, Walter seems too preoccupied with thoughts about the insurance check to consider what might be troubling Ruth. Their conversation revolves around money and the lack thereof. Even young Travis is concerned with money, as he asks, "Check coming tomorrow?" and tells Ruth that his teacher asked the students to bring 50 cents to school today. Walter admonishes Ruth for telling Travis that they cannot give him 50 cents, and we are immediately more sympathetic to Walter than to Ruth, for their dialogue is reminiscent of the mother in Catherine Forbes's play, I Remember Mama, who insists that children not be told when there is no money because it makes them worry. Forbes's play revolves around a mother's lie to her children about a non-existent bank account. In Raisin, not only does Walter give Travis the 50 cents that he has requested, but Walter throws in an additional 50 cents, none of which he can afford. Travis never knows that Walter cannot afford to give him the money. After Travis leaves, Walter eats his breakfast. Then, ready to leave for work, he tells Ruth that he needs car fare to get to work. In this scene, note that Ruth's annoyance with Walter is evident in the manner in which she chooses to wake him up. She is out of sorts about something that is not yet clear, although it appears to have something to do with Walter. She asks Walter what kind of eggs he wants, yet she ignores his request for not scrambled and scrambles the eggs anyway. The characters are so real in this scene that it is difficult to take anyone's side. When Walter expresses a desire to have the insurance money in order to invest in a business venture, he makes sense, even in his argument with Benita. Benita is a college student who will require a considerable amount of money for medical school. But the reader wonders if Benita's dream for her future is more important than Walter's. As far as we can tell, Benita has been given every opportunity to develop her potential. Why not the same for Walter Lee, who makes a strong point when he says of Big Walter, whose death has provided the $10,000, "He was my father, too."